I think what they need to do is they need to create more avenues to allow young people to come into the industry by showing them that the industry is not as boring as they thought it was, that there's a lot of exciting growth in the whole organization.
It's one of our major problems to get new talents, and we have to work on it, but it's not something that's especially affected by the millennials. It's an all-over problem, I think.
There's some really cool technology out there, there's some very cool machinery, it's very cutting edge.
Obviously it sounds definitely more sexy if you can say I'm a graphic designer than that you're a printer.
It's not just printing books and banners, but they could also be doing vehicle wraps, surfboards, exciting, cool stuff.
There was a German movie called Fuck You Goethe, and there's one scene, it's about school. And one guy talks to another and say, you better be good at school or you end up as a printer. And that's pretty annoying.
Schools and universities that offer courses like surface design or sort of graphic design, and looking for students that are sort of relatively underprivileged, not necessarily all the well-off students. Looking at their work, encouraging them, spending a little bit of time with them, and sort of ultimately allowing them to do a factory visit, but ultimately selecting 2 or 3 of them to do an internship with us for 2 to 3 weeks. In that internship, we would rotate them through the business. We'd show them the different sort of processes that we have, the production facilities, the design area, and the actual printing, and let them see that it's quite a cool place to work.
It already is a tech job. This is something most of the young talents don't know.
Not just printing, but cutting, into milling, into finishing, into packaging, there's so many different things, and people these days have really grown up on tech.
This is pretty interesting for young talents, if they're willing to get into it.
Give them opportunities, give them internships where they can come and sit and see what's going on for a week or 2, but actively encourage those kind of things by letting universities or technicons know about what it is that you do.
I think the print industry has to do a lot more marketing to make it sound more sexy and to make it more sexy and to show how cool the job actually is.
The most important things you'll see that they really appreciate is when you give them feedback about their work. They sit there, they listen to every word you say. The other part that they really appreciate is when you can do a factory visit, when they can come to the studio and see what we're doing.
To have a real good onboarding process for the young talents, if you get one. And the whole education, if you do an apprenticeship, is good structured.
They can look at the machines running, they can see the sort of material being loaded, they can see the inks, the print, and they can see a little bit of their own work being produced into something. I mean, that's the real value that they get out of it.